We'll start seated today on our heels. So if you want, you can take a block, even a blanket if you want more support. Keep your block, blanket, strap close by. You might need all of it or none of it, but just keep it close by. So you can take your block if you want, plant it underneath your bum, and then sit on top of the block. If it's comfortable, you can simply sit on your heels, and getting a good stretch for your shins here. You can even sit on two blocks if sitting on one block is still too uncomfortable this early in class. Let's roll our shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And then reverse the direction, back, up, and front. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, bring them up, roll them out front. A few times like this. And then go ahead and relax your shoulders down. Your hands gently resting on your thighs. Pulling your chin slightly down towards your chest so that the back of your neck looks nice and long with your spine. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth side out. One more time. Deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and side out. Now feel your lips breathing in and out through your nose. Deep inhales and long exhales. Breathing mindfully about 5 deep breaths. Gently blink your eyes open. On your next inhale, sweep both your arms up towards the sky, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms to heart center. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Big sweep of the arms, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms to heart center. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. This time, interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Exhale, lean all the way to the right as much as you can with a straight spine. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Breathing into the right side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, deep inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, back up to the top. Exhale, sweep your arms back down. Hands plant down in front of you. Tuck your toes in and rock back. Make sure your pinky toe is also tucked underneath and sit back on your heels. We're going to just stay here stretching the soles of our feet. If this is too intense, feel free to come up for a bit and then sit back down. Take your arms out as a T. Right elbow under, left elbow over, wrapping your arms once or wrapping them twice. Lift your elbows up, press them out, eagle arms. Breathe here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Switching sides, if you want to let up a bit, go ahead for it. Left elbow under, right elbow over, wrapping your arms once or twice. Breathe here, 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, deep inhale. And exhale it out. Release everything, plant your arms out in front, tap your toes out, getting some blood circulation back. And now make sure that your elbows are right and your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips. Let's take a few just regular cat-cow, spreading your fingers wide. Index finger is sort of pointing forward now. Inhale as you arch your back, lift your tail up, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, gaze up like a happy cow. Exhale as you press the mat away, push, 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 dome round your back. Inhale, arch your back, lifting your tail up like a happy cow. Exhale, dome round your back, belly button to spine, spine to the ceiling, expanding your entire back and breathing into it. 2 more like this. Do it with your own breath. Maybe try to initiate the movement from your tail going all the way up to your neck. Maybe pausing in places where you feel extra tight. And then come back to a neutral spine. If you want to tap out your feet again, go for it. If not, kick your right leg all the way back. Press your heel out to the wall behind you, toes pointing down, and then drop the toes down to the mat. I'm going to do a little bit of calf stretching. So go ahead and rock back and forth, stretching the back of your leg. Gentle rock till you feel that good stretch in your calf muscle here. Now pick up that foot and send it over across to the left side outside your mat and gaze at those toes. Breathe. Bring it back to the center and lift those toes up, toes still pointing down, legs still stretched back, long and strong. Stay here or take the opposite arm out, bird dog. Stay here for 3 deep breaths. Bird dog is a core strengthening exercise. When we do dead bugs on our back, it's the exact opposite of this. Last time, deep inhale, exhale and release. Let's take a few hip circles, sending your hips. Actually, let's move our palms, one palm turn forward so that we can move all the way to cobra when we come forward. So send your hips all the way to your right heel, move it over to the left, slowly come up, drop your hips and lift your heart as if you are in a baby cobra, and then do it again. Big circle, and when you come up to the front, drop your hips. So move organically, move the way that feels natural to you, keep it smooth. Do 2 more like this. And come back to the center when you're done. And bring your palms back underneath your wrist. Let's go over to the other side. Kick your left leg back, long and strong behind you. Toes are pointing down. Drop those toes down and then rock to the front and back of the mat. Gently till you feel the nice stretch in your calf muscle here. Now pick up that foot, send it across to the opposite side, over to the right. Go ahead and gaze at those toes, arching your body here, arching the right side of your body. Breathe. Go ahead and come back to the center. Lift those toes up, keep the leg long and strong, stay here. Or if you did on the other side, then take the opposite arm out for bird dog. Breathe. 3 deep breaths. Keep your core strong, your tail tucked in. Visualize that straight line from the crown of your head to your tail. Take one last inhale. Exhale and release. Move your palm, one palm print forward. And let's take those circles going the other way. Send your hips all the way to your left hip, left heel. Move it to the right. Around your back as you come up. Drop your hips, lift your heart. And then sway over. Continue the swaying around and around for about 5 times total. And slowly come back to the top and come all the way down to your belly. Two gentle cobra rolls, hands right underneath your shoulders, elbows tucked in towards your body. So it's not flaring out. And then exhale, gentle cobra, baby cobra, lift your heart up. Exhale, forehead touches the left. Inhale, baby cobra, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, forehead touches the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, go ahead and release all the way down. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Come into a sphinx pose. Your feet can be about hip distance apart. Forearms are parallel to each other. You're dragging your heart isometrically through between your upper arms. Breathe here. Keep your neck neutral, which means your neck is in a straight line. You're not arching to look up or tucking your chin in. If this feels good, then move your hands to the corners of the mat and come up to seal pose. If this doesn't feel good, you can always press more on your belly. And slowly release. Take your hands out as a T for stone scorpion pose. So you're taking your hands out as a T first, and then bringing your right fingertips, like spider fingers, right underneath your right shoulders, in line with your right shoulders. Go ahead and stack your right hip on top of your left hip. You're kind of crushing your left shoulder here. And then if you want more of that hip stretch, then pick up that right foot and drop the sole of the foot behind you. Breathe. You can play with where you keep your arm, your left arm. You may have to move it up or down a bit, or maybe take cactus arm, whatever feels like a nice deep stretch for you on your left shoulder. And slowly release, come back to the center. Go back to your arms as a T. And then your left fingertips in line with your left shoulder. Roll over so that your left hip is stacked on top of your right hip. And play with your arm placement so that you get a nice deep stretch on your right shoulder. If you want more, pick up that top leg, and drop the foot behind you. Slowly roll back onto your tummy. Hands underneath your shoulders. Pick yourself up. Child's pose. Knees wide. Big toes touch. Go ahead and walk your arms forward and come all the way down. Slowly come up. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, send your hips all the way back to your heels like you're coming into child's pose and lift them up, downward facing dog. Keep both knees bent a lot. So bend both knees a lot so that your belly rests on your thighs. Keep pressing the mat away to bring your belly to rest completely on your thighs. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, straighten your knees, drop your heels towards the mat. They may not touch. Inhale, bend your knees, belly comes to your thighs. Exhale, straighten, drop your heels down. Inhale, one more time. Bend your knees a lot, belly touches your thighs. Exhale, go ahead and straighten. Let's alternate now. Bend your right knee. Keep your left leg straight and press that heel towards the mat. Feel a nice deep stretch in your left calf muscle. Keep pressing the mat away. Relax your shoulders. Drop your head and neck down. Same side. Bend your left knee and drop your right heel down towards the mat. And go ahead and straighten both legs to the extent that's possible for you. Come to a still down dog, taking a few breaths here. Bend both knees, look up to the top, step or walk up between your hands. Grab opposite elbows and take ragdoll. Bend your knees a lot, even here. Making this more about your spine, less about your hamstrings. So just a gentle sway of the body from side to side. Maybe a bob of the head, yes or no. Using the weight of your head and neck to elongate your spine. Go ahead and drop your fingertips down towards the mat. Bend your right knee, right fingers in front of your nose. Take your left arm up, gazing up at your left thumb for an open twist. Same side, bend your left knee. Left fingers in front of your nose. You can use the block if you want. Sorry, I didn't mention that. Reach your right arm up, gaze up to your right thumb. And slowly release. Bend both knees a lot. Press your feet down. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll it up to standing. Your head and neck will come up last. Standing up tall. Inhale. Keep your arms all the way up to the sky. Arms touch. Baby back bend. Exhale. Hinge at the hips. Hold it all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale. Slide your palms up your shin as you reach the crown of the head. Forward L shape. Exhale. Fold it down again. Inhale. Press your feet to come all the way up. Palms touch. Gaze up. Exhale, palms come to heart center and down by your side. Two more heart sun salutations. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Palms touch, baby back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folded down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, L shape. Reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold it down again. Inhale, root down to rise up, palms touch. Exhale, palms to heart center and down by your side. One more half sun salutation. Inhale, sweep it all the way up, palms touch, baby back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold it down. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold it again. Inhale, root down to rise up, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, Samastitihi and mountain pose. You take it one step further into a full sun salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Palms touch, baby back bend. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back, plank pose, spread your fingers wide. You guys know the drill, index finger pointing forward. Keep those thighs lifted, don't sag your hips or your thighs. Keep pressing the mat down, so there is a slight retraction of your shoulder blades. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, your chin, your chest, Ashtanga Pranam. Squeeze your elbows in by your side. Don't let it flare out. Untuck your toes, press your toenails into the mat. Inhale, Cobra pose, baby Cobra if you want. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, Cobra pose. Look over your right shoulder. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, Cobra pose. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, press up to a tabletop. Exhale, send your hips back and lift it up. Downward facing dog pose. Keeping a slight bend in your knees if you want. Press the mat away. Let your head and neck go. Breathe here. Bend your knees a lot. Look up at the top. Step between your hands or walk. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center and down by your side. 2 more Surya Namaskaras. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up to the sky. Baby back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back, plank pose, come into a strong plank. You're going to stay here, make the most of it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, your chin, your chest, Ashtanga Pranam. Tricep push-up. Inhale, baby cobra, untuck your toes. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, oscillating cobra, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, baby cobra, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, push up into a tabletop, tuck your toes in. Exhale, send your hips back and up, downward facing dog pose. Breathe here. Every time, dropping your heels a little bit more towards the mat. You still not touch, and that's perfectly okay. Bend your knees a lot. Look up to the top. Step or walk between your hands. Inhale and half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, Samastitihi. And down by your side. Last time. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Baby back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold it all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it back. Plank pose. Staying here for 5. Make it strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ashtanga Pranam. Drop your knees, your chest, your chin. Squeeze your elbows in. Come to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale. Cobra pose. Exhale. Forehead to mat. Inhale. Cobra pose. Look over your right. Exhale. Forehead to mat. Inhale. Cobra pose. Look over your left. Exhale. Forehead to mat. Inhale. Come up to a tabletop. Exhale, send your hips back and lift it up, downward facing dog pose. Breathe here. Now bend your knees, step your right foot all the way to the top, and go ahead and spin to the spin over to the long edge of the mat. I'm going to take wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Come up to standing first. So your toes are in, heels are out. These are about 3 to 4 feet wide, depending on how tall you are. Reach your arms out. If I dropped a string from my wrist, it should touch my ankle. So that's about how wide your feet should be. Hands to your hips. Inhale, open your heart up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, just like you did in Uttanasana. Fold it down. Fingertips land between your feet. Inhale, half lift, like you did the Ardha Uttanasana, reaching the crown of the head forward. Create all that length. Roll your weight to the balls of your feet. Less weight in your heels, more weight in the balls of your feet. Keep that length. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, hinge and fold it down. Try to keep both legs straight. Breathe into those hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep pressing the edges of the feet down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half lift one more time. Ardha Uttanasana like pose. On the exhale, listen. Keep this half lift and bring both hands to your hips. Press both feet down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale it out. Prasarita Padottanasana version B. Opening up our shoulders this time. Interlace your fingers behind you. Move those fingers away from your bum. Inhale as you open your heart up. Exhale as you use that length we created last time. Remember that. And fold all the way down. Keep both legs straight. More weight in the balls of your feet. Pressing your entire feet down though. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press down the edges of your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Press both feet down on your next inhale. Come all the way up to standing. Pull yourself up. And exhale it out. Turn your right toes to face the short edge of the mat for warrior pose. Left heel is still slightly out. Toes are in so that the edge of the feet is parallel to the other short edge of the mat. Reach your arms out as a T. Bend your right knee. Sit down into warrior pose. Breathe here. Take it, the lower you go, the harder it is. Make sure your thigh is almost parallel to the mat. Soft gaze over your front fingers. Strong and steady warrior. Breathe. Root down with both feet, especially the back corner of the back foot. Don't let it peel up. Now flip your right palm to face the ceiling. Inhale as you reach the palm forward. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Again, breathing into the right side of the body. Reach those fingertips away from you, all the way from your fingertips to your hips. Breathe into it. Take one more deep inhale. Keep all that length in the right side of the body. Straighten your right leg. Reach forward one more time. Reach forward, reach, reach, reach. Reach as far as you can. Straighten the front leg. Straight front leg this time. Triangle pose. Resting your fingers gently on your shin, your ankle, or grabbing your big toe. Soft gaze up at your left thumb. If that's not comfortable, you can gaze to the front or gaze down. Inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, release. Turn your toes to point to the long edge of the mat one more time. And then turn the left toes to point to the short edge of the mat. Again, heel to arch alignment. With the corner of the edge of the right foot now parallel with the short edge of the mat. Reach your arms out, bend your left knee. So down into warrior two. Breathe. Strong, steady warriors. Long legs. Pulling up through the right quad muscle. Now go ahead and flip your left palm. Reach forward with your left palm. Reach, 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 reach as far as you can, keeping those legs stable. And then reverse your warrior. Reaching back with your left fingers. Breathe into all that length on the left side of the body. Now straighten your left leg. Reach forward again with those left fingers. Reach, reach, reach as much as you can without rounding it. And then drop your fingers where they land. Reach the right hand up, gazing up at your right thumb, triangle pose. If it's not comfortable, you can take your gaze forward or your gaze down. And press both feet, come all the way back up. And now we're going to take goddess pose. So opposite of what we did, send your toes out, heels in. Horse stance. Bend both knees and squat all the way down, like a sumo squat. Hands on your thighs. Drop your right shoulder down and gaze over your left. Same side. Drop your left shoulder down. Press it all the way down and gaze over your right. And slowly press both feet. Come all the way up. Reach both arms up. Fingertips pointing up to the sky. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Goddess pose. Cactus arms. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Take it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Press those knees out behind you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Hold it here. Lift your right heel up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right heel. Lift your left heel up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your left heel down. Lift both heels up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Come all the way up to standing. Shake it out. Balance pose. So today we'll do a slightly different type of balance pose, not tree pose. So root down with your left foot and bring your right knee into your chest. Squeeze it as tight as possible to your belly. And then you're going to use your left hand to hold your right knee and reach back with your right hand, taking a twist. If it's comfortable, you can try and slowly turn your gaze to face your right thumb as well. And slowly with control, come back and release your right leg. Take it out. Going over to the other side, root down with your right foot. Bring your left knee into your belly. Stand up tall, hold it tight. And then hold your left knee with your right hand. Take your left hand back and turn your gaze around if you can, or at least over to the side. Breathe. And slowly come back to the center with control. Release that foot. Take it out. And step up to the top of the mat. If you're not there already. Feet as wide as your mat, toes out, heels in. Slow squat down to Malasana. Reach your arms out. Send your hips back, squat down. When you squat, you want to press your knees out like you're wearing a resistance band and you're pressing against it. Hold it here, breathe for 5, 4, lift your heart up, 3, 2, 1, squat down a little bit more for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squat all the way down. Put blocks underneath your bum if you want. Just squat on a block. Doing this is perfectly fine. Sitting on a block, elbows inside your knees, pressing your knees out to open those hips. Perfectly fine. Especially the goal is to keep a straight spine. So if you're rounding like this, then I would rather you sit on a block. Sit up tall, elbows inside your knees, knees press into the elbows, elbows press into the knees, rock from side to side. Now keep your knees pressed apart. Your right hand grabs a hold of your left ankle and reach your left arm up for an open twist. Same side. Left hand grabs hold of your right ankle, reach your right hand up, gaze up. And slowly come back to the center and come all the way down to butterfly pose. Soles of the feet touch. Knees fall wide. Go ahead and flap your wings out. Extend your right leg out. Janusthasana, head to knee pose. Sole of the left foot comes all the way inside your right thigh, allowing the knee to fall open. So there are two things going on here. Your right hamstring is getting a stretch, as well as your left hip is opening up. Turn your belly button to face your right knee. Fingertips on either side of the right leg. Inhale as you elongate your spine, sit up tall. Exhale as you fold and rock your fingertips forward a little bit. Inhale one more time. Lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, fold a little bit more. Last time here. Inhale. Lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Use a strap if you want to. Exhale, grab a hold of whatever you can. Strap, foot, ankle, anything. And fold it here. Breathe. Breathe into the left hip and the right hamstring. On your next inhale, keep a hold of that leg or strap. Lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale it here. And then release. Bring your left heel close to your right hip and take that right foot across for Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated twist. Hugging your right knee in, twist over to the right. Breathe. Use your right fingers behind you just for a little bit of support, but don't lean on it. And slowly come back to the center. Stacking your knees one on top of the other, Gomukhasana, not my favorite pose, which is why you never do it. So you're going to move those feet out and stack your right knee now on top of your left knee. It's not very easy. And you can use a strap for Gomukhasana arms. So reach those arms out, taking the right arm up, drop the fingertips between your shoulder blades. Internally rotate your left arm so that the thumb is facing down. Reach behind and grab a hold of the right fingers. If not, you can just use your left fingers to pull your right elbow to the center. So both options are good. Sit up tall. Breathe here. This is the full expression of Gomukhasana. And one more step is, if your hips are good, then you can try and fold it forward a little bit. And slowly release. Take it out. And you can again use the strap for your arms as well. Come back into your butterfly pose. Opening those hips out, flap your wings. Extend your left leg out this time. Roll up the right foot inside your left thigh for the Janushirasana, head to knee pose. Belly button faces your left knee this time. Sit up tall, lift up, elongate your spine. Exhale, start walking your fingers forward. Inhale one more time. Lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, walk it a little bit more. Last time, inhale, lift up, elongate your spine. And then grab a hold of your strap, your knee, your ankle, whatever you can, and fold over. How much do you feel the stretch in your hip opening on the right? And how much do you feel it in your hamstring, left hamstring? Breathe into it. Also, notice the softness washing over your back. Any sort of forward fold, really awesome for the back. You're slowly stretching out the back. Inhale, lift up, look up, elongate your spine. Exhale, and then release. Bring the heel of the right foot to your left hip and cross that left leg over to the other side for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hug your left knee in and twist over to the left. One side may feel quite different from the other side. Slowly come back to the center. Now stack your left knee on top of your right knee as much as you can. And again, like I said, one side may be harder, so you may have to roll forward a bit, adjust yourself. Sit back down. This side is not easy for me. Reach your arms out. Take your left arm up. Drop those fingertips in between your shoulder blades. Turn your right thumb down to internally rotate that shoulder and then reach around to clasp your fingers or just grab a hold of your shirt. Sit up tall and breathe. Gomukhasana. You can simply take a tricep stretch as well by just grabbing a hold of your left elbow and pulling it in. If one side feels a lot tighter than the other, quite normal, quite natural. You're all stronger on one side, which is the more tighter side, and you're more flexible on the other side. And slowly release. Extend your legs out and shake them out. Bend your knees, plant your feet down, and slowly roll all the way onto your back. Bring your knees in with you. Give your knees a tight squeeze, thighs to belly, and then rock from side to side. Plant your feet down. Do gentle bridge rolls. Raising the backs of your heels with your longest finger. Make sure your spine is long. Your tail is slightly tucked in, pressing your back into the mat. On your next inhale, press your feet down and lift your hips up. Keep that core engaged. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone comes down low. Inhale, press your feet down and lift your hips up. Exhale, slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Let's hold it up this time. Inhale, press your feet down, lift your hips up. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Happy baby pose. Separate your knees wide, grab behind your thighs, bring the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling. You can stay here or reach through the inside of your knees to grab a hold of the pinky side of the foot. Stay here or rock from side to side like a happy baby. Happy baby is a great stretch for your glutes and your hamstrings. Pressing your knees gently to the outside of your armpit. And then plant both feet down. Bring the sole of the right foot on top of your, your right ankle on top of your left knee. Press the right knee away from you. Hands by your side. We're going to do a few bridge lifts like this. So flex your right foot, which is on top. On your next inhale, press your left foot down. Use that left glute to bring your hips up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, press that left foot, lift your hips up. Engage that left glute. It should automatically engage. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Third time, we'll hold now. Press your feet down, foot down, and lift your hips up. Breathe here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and slowly lower it down. Keep that foot on top. Take those arms out as a T. You're simply going to rock your hips from side to side. Simply rock it from side to side. Notice what you feel. All the way from one side to the other. And then next time you come over to the left, allow the right foot to drop to the floor and use your left hand to press the right knee away from you. Turn your gaze to the right. So pressing the right knee away from you with your left hand. Variation of supine twist. If you don't like this, then go back to your favorite form of supine twist. And slowly come back up. Keep your right ankle on top. And thread the needle. You can simply press the right knee away from you and stay here. This is enough of a stretch. Or reach between the keyhole and bring your left knee in. Keep actively pressing your right knee away from you. And slowly release down. Let's go over to the other side. Plant both feet down. Bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Flex that left foot and press the knee away from you. Actively, without using your hand, just pressing the knee away from you. Few bridge rolls here. Press your right foot down and lift your hips up. You should feel your right glute engaged. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale, press your right foot down, bring those hips up. Do you feel your glutes or your hamstrings? Either is okay. Exhale, slowly lower it down. What is not okay is feeling your back. Inhale, press your foot down, lift your hips up, stay here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, keep that core engaged. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms out as a T and slowly rock your hips from side to side. All the way to the right, all the way to the left. And then next time you come over to the right, allow that left foot to drop to the floor, drop flat on the floor. Use your right hand to press that left knee away from you. Gaze to the left. Again, go back to the variation that you are fond of if you do not like this variation. There are always options, and sometimes, you may feel a better stretch in one of them. Slowly back to the center. Left ankle is planted on top of your right knee still. Flex that left foot. Press the left knee away from you using your left hand. Stay here or bring that right knee in by grabbing a hold behind your thigh or over your shin. Figure 4 stretch. Slowly drop that right foot down. Release the left foot. Grab both knees and into your chest and rock from side to side. Getting ready for our final resting pose. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, curl into a tight ball. Nose comes to your knees come to your nose. Become a tight, tight, tight ball. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, release, Shavasana. Take up space on your mat. Taking those legs wide, allow those ankles to drop open. Take your arms wide, palms facing up. Release those shoulders down. Wiggle your jaw a little bit from side to side before letting it relax. Close your eyes gently, allowing softness to wash over your entire body here. Being here with your breath, with your body, just for a few minutes before we end practice. Start deepening your breath, taking deep inhales and exhales, and slowly start bringing movement into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe moving your head out from side to side, moving your ankles and wrists. And when you feel ready, bring your knees into your chest and roll over to your favorite side. Use your top arm to come up to a tall seat. Sitting up tall, unmute yourself.